Stay tuned because in the rest of the video,
and you are left with $11,796.93 in profit, even with financing. Man, that's the unicorn in our market that you're looking for. If you want to use the bank's money to make money, you can do it right here at the Grand Strand II in North Myrtle Beach. Guys, I've got with me Jason King. We are on site right here in North Myrtle Beach. I'm going to take you through and show you how he made $11,000 in profit just in the last 10 months owning a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom right here at the Grand Strand Resort. And it only cost him $169,000 to get into it. Now that's with financing, Jason, right?
Yes, correct.
$11,000 after financing. Let's get into the show now. All right, guys, let's get in and check out the Grand Strand Resort II. You can see the pool here to my left. And we're gonna be in unit 11 here. This is a floor unit, stairs to the left, stairs to the right. Now, as soon as you walk in, you'll notice tile flooring, nice bed, well decorated, beautiful plantation shutters, flat screen TV on the wall, fan with a light. You have a nice little closet here, as you can see, cleaning stuff. Kitchen, well done. Look at that beautiful backsplash, guys. Beautiful quartz countertops and beautiful cabinetry as well. See the restroom, very nice. Tub shower combo, as you can see in here. And then you have the living room. Again, that is a pull-out sofa. Nice TV, refrigerator, more cabinetry. Now this is an oceanfront, but it does not have an ocean view. As you can see here, it is the ground level unit. Those are beach accesses. But it is decorated very well. It is very nice.
stay tuned because in the rest of the video,
Yeah, so never really any problems per se until a few weeks back when my cleaning girl called me and said that somebody must have had a little too many to drink the night before, and there was a puke all in the bathroom.
Oh, it's gross!
Floor, on top, and going out to the patio in the sliding glass door railing and channel as well too. So,
all right, guys, there's a nice little beach access right here, as you can see, right down the side here. To our left, we have more beach access. To our right, we have more beach access and some massive oceanfront resort. And then, as you can see here, we're getting to the beach. That's what we're looking for. That's what your guests want. All right, guys, so we are on site today here at the Grand Strand Resort II in North Myrtle Beach. I have with me Jason King. Again, he is that 8-year lending veteran in our market. He's the guy with the 15% down loan program that you want to get to know, that I'm going to be introducing you to, especially if you want to finance your oceanfront condos. And he's also a North Myrtle Beach oceanfront condo owner. Now, the Grand Strand Resort was built back in 1981. Now, this place, his unit in particular, is 401 square feet. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, but considered on Airbnb as a 2-bedroom unit. Now, as we all know, 2-bedroom units are going to rent out much better than 1-bedroom units. He only has one actual bedroom in his unit. The other living room bed, it's a pull-out bed, he uses and advertises as a second bed. It is a very, very smart strategy to convert your 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom by following this same exact pattern. It makes a whole lot more gross rental income.
stay tuned because in the rest of the video,
So if you take into account the $11,000 profit that you're making while financing, add in that extra $6,400 in appreciation each year, you've got a pretty nice investment. That's right around $16,000 you're making on a $169,000 purchase, and you're only putting in 15% down of your cash on the deal. Not a bad investment in my opinion. All right, so let's work through a cash scenario when making a purchase here at the Grand Strand Resort. I think you're going to be pretty excited about these numbers. The purchase price on this unit, the last one that sold here, was $169,000. Now, gross rental income, according to AirDNA, is $40,200. Now, Jason himself did bring in already this year $32,473.09. So he is very close to hitting that AirDNA estimate. It is towards the end of August now, so he does have a good handful of months left to bring in that additional gross rental income to match what the AirDNA estimate says. Now, I've got you at a 3% property management fee. That's $1,206. Your subtotal there is $38,994. The taxes on this unit were only $1,417.07. Yes, that's not per month, that's per year. Your HO6 insurance is not included in the HOA dues, so we've got you estimated at $1,000. It'll probably be a little less. Your electricity, I've got you estimated at $1,800. That's at $150 per month for 12 months. What's the actual price of it?
I usually pay about a month, $70 a month.
So I've got you well over that, almost by double, basically. Yep. Yeah. So it's going to be half of that. Your water and sewer, I've got you at $50 a month. That's $600 for the year.
Good thing is that's included with the HOA.
It's included in the HOA, so never mind. You don't have to pay that additionally. Now your cleaning services, I've got you at $4,500. That is at $150 a cleaning for 30 cleanings. And then now Jason has a little bit of something different to say. On cleanings this year, you've paid about $6,000.
About $6,000.
You know how many cleanings you've had?
85 cleanings.
Wow.
Well, $85 a cleaning.
Oh, $85 a
yes,
cleaning. Okay,
whatever, yeah. 6,000.
Yeah, divided
80,
by.
Yeah, 85.
Yeah, so
he's
going to knock out some math for us real quick, guys. 70 cleanings.
Yes, 70 cleanings.
Yep, 70 cleanings. So he's obviously pretty high on that. He was booked 251 nights this year. Congrats, Jason, crushing it. Now, your HOA annualized dues, total of $4,088, does bring you to a subtotal of $13,805.07. Now, if you subtract the $13,805.07 from the $38,994 up top, it will give you a projected profitability of $25,188.93 when purchased with cash. That is a whole lot of profit each year.
Stay tuned because in the rest of the video,
this is a little hangout spot. I doubt it's open. Oh, I'm wrong. And this is a cool hangout spot right here in North Myrtle Beach. As you can see. All right, guys, so let's talk through a financing scenario here at the Grand Strand II Resort. Again, that purchase price was $169,000. Your down payment at 15% is $25,350. Again, if you want that 15%, Jason King is the man that you need to be talking to, or give me a call and I'll introduce you to him to make sure that you can get that cheap down payment on your short-term rental. Your AirDNA estimate was $40,200. Your property management fees, $1,206. That's at 3%. And then that brings you to a subtotal of $38,994. Now, your principal and interest annually was $13,392. That does assume an 8.24% interest rate over 30 years. And your taxes at $1,417.07 per year, not per month. HO6 insurance, $1,000. Electricity, $1,800. Water and sewer is included in your HOA. I found that out after getting here with Jason, but I do have you budgeted at $600 for that. Cleaning services, $4,500, and annualized HOA dues at $4,488. Bring you to a subtotal of $27,197.07. Now subtract that $27,197.07 from your subtotal up top after property management fees of $38,994. And you are left with $11,796.93 in profit, even with financing. Man, That's the unicorn in our market that you're looking for. If you want to use the bank's money to make money, you can do it right here at the Grand Strand 2 in North Myrtle Beach. So let's talk through depreciation right here at the Grand Strand 2 Resort. At $169,000 purchase price divided by 39 years, you are allowed to reduce your taxable income from this short-term rental property as much as $4,333.33 per year. I will point out that you can do cost segregation studies. It's something you need to talk to your CPA about. If you are a high income earner, then you can write off as much as $15,000 or $30,000 just in that first year if you wanted, doing a cost segregation study. That's a question for your CPA. You definitely need to get in contact with them. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. Now moving right along to appreciation, guys, if you would have bought this unit in 2014, you would have paid a whopping $105,000. If you'd have purchased in 2024, it's gone up to $169,000. That's $64,000 in appreciation over the course of the last 10 years. So if you take into account the $11,000 profit that you're making while financing, add in that extra $6,400 in appreciation each year, you've got a pretty nice investment. That's right around $16,000 you're making on a $169,000 purchase, and you're only putting in 15% down of your cash on the deal. Not a bad investment in my opinion. All right, so this property is an excellent first-time investor property if you don't have the cash to buy a 2-bedroom unit. Now, all of our first-time investors, I always advise them to buy a 2-bedroom unit because you can make more money in gross rental income and you're less likely to take a loss based on the research I've done. Now, but if you don't have the cash, let's say you don't have the cash to get involved in a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom unit, where you could start with something simple, under $200,000, just like this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, that seems to be doing pretty well for Jason. All right, Jason, are oceanfront condos, especially in North Myrtle Beach, a good investment?
I think so. Like most first-time investors, I just purchased this last October. Very maybe scared and hesitant at the beginning of coming out of pocket.
How'd you get over the fear?
Honestly, the 15% down product is what got me over the fear of not having to put an extra 5 or 10% down. I mean, for a lot of folks, including myself, an extra $10,000 out of pocket. I maybe wouldn't sleep good at night not having that extra money in my bank account. So, but yeah, scary at the beginning. Rocking and rolling now with this property management company that I have. They're very aggressive. They book it out. So,
and that's Hostiva?
Yeah.
Hostiva.
Called Hostiva. Have a local rep, easy, accessible. We're all in a text group as well. So,
and they charge you what?
They charge, with what I'm doing, they charge me 10%.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And so what does that include?
So what their 10% package per se is from check-in to checkout. So they sent me an electronic keypad for the door. They reprogram that every time to change up the code. Yeah. They send out the welcome email just like you would get from Airbnb or Hostiva or Hostiva is a company, but Airbnb or Expedia, anywhere. Yeah. We have.
Oh, didn't you mention 150 websites?
Yeah. So they put us on 150 plus different websites. They set everything up from check-in to check-out.
Yep.
I have a local person that I would prefer clean the unit.
Speaking of cleaning, you were telling me a fun story you had. Do you mind filling them in?
Yeah, so never really any problems per se until a few weeks back when my cleaning girl called me and said that somebody must have had a little too many to drink the night before, and there was a puke all in the bathroom,
on
the
gross.
floor, on top, and going out to the patio in the sliding glass door railing and channel as well too. So, but I called Hostiva, the company that I use. They asked me how much he wanted to charge. They charged the customer, credited my account, and everybody was happy with the situation.
Come on, look at that.
Maybe except for not the person that I didn't.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, kind of tell me, what are the regulations for renting out an oceanfront condo? Have you run into any kind of red tape or anything?
No, really no red tape. The summertime, of course, is busy. Luckily here, assigned parking spots for our unit, so we don't have to worry about anybody snagging those spots trying to get access to the beach.
Yeah.
Make sure the complex is short-term rental
allowed
through the HOA. But other than that, fairly easy. Money for the down payment, get it closed, and then you can kind of hand it off to that property management company.
Yep. And then what about Airbnb, VRBO? You had any issues with them?
Never any issues with them. Like I said, my property management company handles all that. If they'd let me know if there are any issues that ever do come up.
Yeah.
Quality of the unit, cleanliness, they'll let us know, and we take care of it and let them know that it's good to go.
I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid.
All right, Jason, so how much can you earn having a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom oceanfront condo?
Yeah, so your numbers are pretty spot on that you said. Like I said, at the end of the day, I think you said around 11,000 for the whole year.
Yeah.
Right, I have a separate bank account. That's the smartest way for me to do it. Separate account. All of my transactions in and out of the account all go through that account. I don't use it. I don't dip into it.
Yeah.
And right now I'm a little over 11,000 in that account.
Get out.
So after paying everybody and paying everything, I've already made in 8 months what we're saying we're going to make in a year.
Wow, you guys heard it right there. He's an oceanfront condo owner right here at the Grand Strand Resort. If you don't believe me, believe him. He actually owns it. Now, what are the best locations for oceanfront condos for Airbnb and VRBO? Any kind of?
On the ocean. I think that's the biggest key.
No doubt.
Whether you're north or south.
Yeah, because if there's an ocean there, people are going to, they're going to rent it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then what amenities should an oceanfront condo have for Airbnb, VRBO?
For me, if me and my family are going on vacation, a pool for me is a must, maybe in the complex, and beach access, just like here.
Yep.
We can walk to the beach, we can walk to the pool, we can sit out on the patio and enjoy the weather. Yeah, restaurants, walking distance, or a short drive, or short, if Uber drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe like here, a little grocery store or something, or gas station across the street that you can pick up some snacks and stuff.
Yeah, and so now Grand Strand 2 doesn't have all that. It does have a pool, but it doesn't have like a lot of the mainstream stuff that you're super nice.
Right, it doesn't have your, lazy river and water park for the kids and stuff like that. Also a reason why my HOA is probably 1/3 of the cost.
There you go. So your operating costs are much cheaper. And so you feel confident, and obviously the results show you that there are people that do rent these type units right here on the oceanfront.
Yeah, definitely.
All day long. Yep. All right, guys, so moving right along, how do I set pricing for my oceanfront condo on Airbnb, VRBO? Any kind of
So that was easy. So again, with my property management company, they have all that data. They're saying, hey, this is what a 2-bedroom or a 2-bed, one bed, whatever is going on, what it should rent out for.
Yeah.
They help you set your minimum per night.
Yeah.
The holiday weekends and stuff, you're gonna get a lot more income on that. But they also don't want to get somebody in here trying to get a $50 a night room. So you have your minimum set, and they have all that data to help guide you with that.
Yeah, super cool. And then, so what are the occupancy rates for oceanfront condos? Do you have any kind of clue? I mean, yours was what?
Mine was what?
69?
69, yeah, 69.
69%.
So almost 70% on mine. It depends on how aggressive you want to get. I live at the beach.
Yeah.
I have a house close to the beach. I'm not going to stay here. I have my own house.
Yeah,
so I'm going to rent mine out 100% of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but 70% or 69% out of 100 is not bad. And this is your first year ever doing this.
Correct. Yeah, it's my first year ever doing
And all you did was literally hand it off to property management.
That's it.
I mean, it sounds pretty not time intensive.
I think it's, kind of that pay to play. If you have a little bit of money and willing to take that risk up front to buy a unit like this or a bigger unit, then you can almost sit back and watch the money get deposited in your account for 3 years.
So is there what are the risks with oceanfront condos?
I think like anywhere around here, oceanfront, there's definitely risk of hurricane or tropical storm or flooding coming through.
Yep.
Luckily, we haven't had that too major in years and years and years.
Yeah. And what do you do for hurricanes?
As far as me, personally?
Yeah, as far as here on the unit,
The unit? Oh, the unit, well, luckily we have wind and hail, hurricane coverage. So
there's insurance.
Yeah, there's insurance. If something was to happen, you have your right coverages and it can all be replaced. Yeah, so
basically, guys, you pull your patio furniture in and you rely on the insurance.
Exactly.
You got HO6 for the inside, you've got building insurance. The HOA has insurance for the outside, the external of the unit or of the resort, and it's that simple and that easy. Now, moving right along, how do you manage an oceanfront rental on Airbnb remotely? Because, if you had to speak to people that are out of state, would you imagine that it's very different than what you currently do?
Yeah, so luckily with the technology today, you have your website, you have the app, you are the contact once they check in as well too.
Yep.
So for me, I like that. I have their information before they check in. I usually give them a call a day before just to welcome them, let them know where all my information is going to be for Wi-Fi, certain stuff like that. It's also in their email. So if you have a phone, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer, yeah. I try to tell people this all the time, it's technology. You're leveraging technology. You can be 5 states away and it's going to be the same thing as if you're in town.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, so how did you get involved investing, in oceanfront condos? What made you pull the trigger rather than a long-term rental or, all the other options out there?
Yeah. So for myself, being in the business, I've always seen the numbers come across the board per se from my savvy realtors like yourself that do their research up front and are letting these buyers know that, hey, this is how much these types of units can bring in per year.
Yeah.
Myself with 2 little ones, been more of on the conservative, hesitant side to go. I like my money in the bank versus going towards spending it. But once I did, I'm ready. And honestly, I'm looking for another one. I'm looking to buy another one because of the money that comes in on these things.
Yeah, people get hooked on these things. It's
it's
like addictive, you know, you buy one, you see how much money's in it. Like Matt Freeze, he was telling me, he was like, dude, when he saw the money that was in oceanfront condos, he sold his 2 long-term rentals and just launched head first buying up oceanfront condos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for me, long term, if my goal is 10 years to retire and I can pick up 1 of these a year or 2 of these a year, you did the numbers. Hey, you've got smaller units like mine that's making 10,000 plus a year.
You got 10 units.
You've got 10 of them.
You're making $100,000 a year.
Hopefully by then, most of them are already paid down or paid off.
Yep.
If you decide that selling and liquidating everything is the key, now you've got how many hundreds of thousands sitting there in equity?
It's super simple, super easy. And so I'm going to kind of put that in some round numbers. Let's say that you bought these and, you're making $100,000 on 10 units. That's $10,000 a year, right? So you're making that money every year, but you've also got all the equity that you've built up in them over the course of the next 10 years. So, I mean, let's just say you had $100,000 in each of them. You got 10 units, that's $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Too simple, too easy. You've got a retirement plan right there.
Exactly. Whether you're just tired of renting them out and you want to liquidate and live off $1 million, or you like that $100K a year coming in.
Yep.
And whatever's more important.
And on top of that, guys, you know, you can obviously scale that up. Let's say that your lifestyle is a lot, you know, is more affluent, then, you know, you could be buying $300,000, $400,000 condos, much like our surgeon friend who was on the channel, our Ivy League surgeon friend, Giovanni. He just purchased a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and, you know, it's a $470,000 condo. He's going to be buying a lot nicer condos because his lifestyle can afford it. And he's going to be setting up a plan in congruence with purchasing much more expensive oceanfront condos and living off of a lot more gross rental income. All right, guys, we're leaving the Grand Strand Resort II. I'm going to take you really quick up to this intersection. I want you to see what's around here. There's a little mart across the street right there, as you can see. Little mart. And you got other little places next door, as you can see. And then you also have some giant oceanfront condo resorts. Pretty cool, but I just want to show you how far. So there's a place up here that I feel like a lot of people enjoy. It's called Molly Darcy's. Just want to show you how far it is up the street. And also across the street here, there is a real nice beach store. Another little house. This is the parking deck for the Oceanfront Condo Resort here. As you can see, this place here is Molly Darcy's. As you can see, there's a sun and surf there. It's a pretty busy intersection here. Don't know if we'll be able to get into it, but this is a little hangout spot. I doubt it's open. Oh, I'm wrong. And this is a cool hangout spot right here in North Myrtle Beach. As you can see, pretty cool little spot. And it's beachfront, as you can see here, guys. Nice little cabana covered area, and it leads right out to the beach.
Guys, you gotta trust me. You made it to the end of the video, but you need to click the video that's on your screen right now to hear how Matt Freeze makes $15,000 to $30,000 a year in annual profit off each of his 8 Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos. That's over $180,000 in average annual profits right there in passive income each and every year. Click the screen now.